Welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Today we are looking at some Jefferson nickels that are worth money. So we'll show you why these coins are actually selling for different prices. So let's just hop right into it. Don't forget to go check out couchcollectibles.com. We do have coin mats available as well as the ebook that you can instantly download to your phone. So feel free to go check that out. Let's go. Alright, so starting off first here with a 1985 Jefferson nickel. Now, here on the front of the coin, looks very normal, like any old 1985 D mint mark Jefferson nickel, right? But here on the reverse is where we have that mint error. So this is going to be an indent error. Now there's different types of indent errors out there. In this case, this coin is pretty unique because it was indented by a 10-cent planchet. So you can imagine a dime being indented into this coin, a blank dime. I mean, that's pretty cool. This coin here sold for over $600. Now here is the 1985 D mint mark again. However, this does not have any mint errors. Nothing wrong with the coin. However, it's just the opposite. The coin is in very, very good condition. It has a mint state 66 grade. So keep that in mind. The grade of these coins will affect the value tremendously. So the coin grading scale goes from 1 to 70. This being at a 66 will give it a little bit of value. This coin sold for over $195. Nearly a $200 nickel there. Now here is a pretty cool error. I love double strikes. This has been double struck with the second strike being 90% off center, which we can see here in the images displayed. Now this coin isn't super valuable or anything, but it did sell for around $20. So not really worth having something like this graded, you know, unless you just want to have it in a coin slab, a coin holder to protect the coin. Now here is a 1985 that has also been double struck. However, for this coin, the second strike is 60% off center, and this coin sold for around $90. So, you know, if you're trying to resell it, maybe it's worth getting graded. You know, you're not going to make a huge profit on something like this. But here is another double strike. The coin only sold for around 30 bucks. The second strike is 75% off center. So there's all kinds of different double strikes out there, not just on nickels, they happen on other coins as well. Now here is a 1985 P mint mark. The coin has an obverse die cap. Now there's all kinds of cap die coins out there as well. This one here is very extreme. Man, this is just an awesome looking coin. This nickel here sold for over $1,200. Moving on to a 1985, again, P mint mark. You can see how the design is being cut off here, and that's because the coin was struck on an elliptical planchet. The coin only weighs 4.2 grams as a result of that, and this coin sold for around $50. Here's a 1985 D mint mark that has been struck off center. Again, you can look for off center errors on all kinds of different coins. In this case, this nickel sold for over $25. Now here is a really interesting coin that sold for over $250. It is the 1985 P mint mark. Now what's cool about this coin is that it was struck on a 10-cent planchet. So basically a Jefferson nickel design struck on a dime planchet. And that's why the coin sold for over 250 bucks. Moving on, now this is a 1985 P mint mark that was overstruck on a 1985 1-cent coin. So the 1985 1-cent coin was already struck, it was already produced. That's why you can see the design of the Lincoln cent design as well as the Jefferson nickel design that was overstruck on this penny. Now in some cases you'll have a Jefferson nickel that was struck on a penny planchet and you won't see the design because the penny wasn't actually struck with the penny design first. In this case, it actually was. So it's overstruck on a Lincoln cent. This coin sold for over $1,700. Now this is exactly what I was talking about. This 1985 P was struck on a 1-cent planchet, a Lincoln cent planchet. Now this coin sold for over $285 as a result of that mint error. Condition always matters as well, and it also matters here in this case because that's where all this coin's value is coming from. It's a 1985 P mint mark that is graded at the mint state 67 grade by PCGS. So this coin here sold for over $3,000. because of that high grade. So if you have a 1985 and it's all scratched up, it's not going to be worth anything but its face value of 5 cents. Something like this in a very, very high mint state grade, you know, depending on how many of them exist, the population of them will determine its ultimate value. Now, say there's only 3 of these that exist at a mint state 67. Of course, that only means 3 collectors in the world can have a coin at that condition, at that grade. So that will, you know, increase the demand, which increases the value. Now, here is a 1985 S mint mark. Of course, this is going to be the proof coin. So there's a huge difference between business strike coins and proof coins. Definitely watch my proof coin videos for more information on that. Now, this does have a perfect grade. You cannot get any higher than a 70, and this has got the deep cameo as well. This nickel sold for over $1,500. $1,500. Now, let's check out these other nickels that are worth money. Now, first, here is a nickel that I've showed in a previous video. Very awesome coin, very unique looking, and it looks like it's been damaged. However, this coin has been struck on a defective planchet. So it's a 1993 P mint mark Jefferson nickel. You can see how the planchet is defective. Now again, you might get this confused with a damaged coin, so be careful with those. That's why I review coins and give you my feedback. Now, this coin here sold for over $545. Here's another error nickel from 1993. Of course, this would not fit in a nickel roll with this error taking place on it, and it probably would not stay in circulation very long, as it's a very noticeable type of error, as this coin has been double struck and the second strike is 75% off center. So that is a pretty noticeable error. It speaks for itself. This Jefferson nickel here sold for over $70. Next up is a simple type of error. Again, another off-center Jefferson nickel. It is graded at a mint state 64, and because of that error, this coin sold for a little over $50. Now, this next nickel here sold for over $150, and that is because it is struck on a 1-cent planchet. So it was struck on a penny planchet, essentially. So you can see the copper coloration of the coin there and the images displayed, and because of that error, this nickel, like I said, sold for over 150 bucks. Now, if you check out your proof coins, this is the 1993 S. Now, this coin is valuable solely because of its high grade. It's graded by PCGS at a proof 70 deep cameo. So the proof 70 is a perfect grade. If you're not familiar with coin grading, type in coin grading couch collectibles on YouTube. I go more into depth on that. This coin here sold for over $135. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I will see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.